Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona could sign Gavi replacement in January if and only if 40 million euro payment arrives. We are going to discuss more on that as we progress. Secondly, talking on this transfer report, claiming that Barca are so much interested, in signing this 100 million rated Serie A winger. We are going to be discussing more on that as well. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right out to the very end. Following Gavi's season-ending ACL injury earlier this month, there has been a lot of talk about how Barcelona will proceed with their January transfer plans. The idea had always been to focus on the registration of Vitor Roque, who was signed last summer but was allowed to continue at Atletico Paranense due to financial fair play issues. The Blaugrana were waiting on the 40 million euro payment to arrive from Libero for the 9.8% shares in Barca Studios and had plans to register Roca once that came through. But Gavi's injury opened a new window as the Catalans are now planning to register Roca in January through the space created by the midfielder's long-term absence, with the La Liga greenlighting the operation already. So the question remains, will Barca now replace Gavi? As per a report from Mundo Deportivo, the technical staff at Barcelona continue to seek a new interior midfielder in January, more so following the injury of Gavi. But the sporting department decided to prioritize Roque's registration by using the salary space created through Gavi's injury. However, the idea of signing a new midfielder to replace Gavi is not completely discarded at this point. Indeed, should Barcelona receive the 40 million euro payment due from the Barca Studios operation, they would still look into the possibility of signing a new interior midfielder. However, such an operation would only be considered as long as the player generates total consensus within the club and would improve the quality of the squad. As it stands, some reports are saying Giovanni Lo Celso of Tottenham is a preferred target. As we reported earlier, if Barcelona do not go or do go after the signing of a new midfielder in January, the club see Tottenham Hotspur's Giovanni Lo Celso as the preferred target. The 27-year-old Argentine was on the Catalans' radars in the summer as well and has found game time so hard to come by with Spurs this season. As such, Barca could look to capitalize on his situation and explore the possibility of signing him in January. But everything would be subject to the 40 million euro payment arriving, with Barcelona also looking at other potential investors in case Libero do not hold up their end of the bargain. Of course, it's quite a tricky situation. Of course, Barcelona still not settled as to whether they will or they will not sign a midfielder in January after Gavi's ACL injury while playing for international break for Spain. We have been hearing some names already start, linked to the club, like Giovanni Lo Celso, as we've just mentioned. This is not the first time we have been talking about him, way since last summer, as well as some other top class midfielders that Barca have been showing interest in, but to no avail due to financial complications. And of course, I will always give my opinion being like, Barca should not bother going for another midfielder because it's just going to complicate things on the financial front. Because from the way things are right now, we can't say we are going in January to bring in new players or to shuffle the squad. It is gonna just be destructive. I don't think Xavi is of that idea. Neither do I think the sporting director Deco is also thinking about that. But who knows? Who knows? We know how surprising things can be in football in the winter or summer transfer windows. Things just happen when you don't expect at times. So with this Gavi injury, there are still some reports still emphasizing that the club might still go and sign a new midfielder to replace him. But of course, not forgetting about the fact that Vitor Roque is also eager to arrive, especially as La Liga gave their green light yesterday that Barca can go ahead to incorporate Vitor Roque into the team, all because of the Gavi injury that have given space in the wage bill. Then on to the next story of discussion. Kvaratskhelia has enjoyed a spectacular run over the past season at Napoli as he helped them win the Serie A title last season. The Georgian winger's performances have put him on the radars of several top clubs across Europe, even though any move to lure him away from Naples could cost a fortune. Now, the fresh report from ESPN has emerged claiming that Barca are among hosts of clubs interested in the services of the player. Along with Barca, other teams like Real Madrid and Manchester City are also in the hunt, with Chelsea now entering the picture for the winger signing. Kvaratskhelia produced a return of 14 goals and 17 assists from 43 games in all competitions last season and has contributed directly with 8 goals this term, that is 3 goals and 5 assists from 15 matches. The 22-year-old's form and potential makes him an appealing target for Barca and the other interested parties, although the finances involved could make it hard for Barcelona. Of course, they say Napoli value Kravra at around 100 million euros. Indeed, as per the report, Napoli value the player in the range of 100 million upwards, which, given Barca's current economic situation, puts the winger out of their reach. Furthermore, it must be noted that the Parthenopai have the 22-year-old tied down to a contract until 2027, and they are already working on a new and improved deal for him. As such, it does not leave much room for negotiations over a lower price either, putting Barca at a disadvantage, more so when clubs like Chelsea and City can easily muster up the finances required to sign him up. Wow, quite interesting. Barca keep linking with people that they can't even acquire. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.